Hisaab Barabar is a Hindi-language satirical action comedy film that tackles the theme of corruption, systemic flaws, and the power of an individual standing up against an influential system. Directed by Ashni Dur, the film premiered on ZEE5 in January 2025. The plot centers on Radhe Mohan Sharma, a railway ticket examiner played by R. Madhavan, who uncovers a significant financial fraud linked to Mickey Mehta, an influential banker portrayed by Nitin Mukesh. Through the eyes of an ordinary man thrust into extraordinary circumstances, the film explores themes of justice, retribution, and personal integrity. R. Madhavan's portrayal of Radhe is one of the strongest aspects of the film. He brings depth and authenticity to the role of an unlikely hero. Radhe is depicted as an ordinary man with a strong moral compass, a character that many viewers can relate to. Madhavan effectively conveys the character's internal struggle as he goes from a simple railway employee to someone who must confront a corrupt system. His earnestness and charm bring a sense of grounding to the narrative, making Radhe a likable and relatable protagonist. Nitin Mukesh as Mickey Mehta plays the antagonist role with confidence, adding a layer of menace to the film. Mickey is a powerful and manipulative banker whose role in the financial fraud is central to the conflict. Mukesh's portrayal of the character is convincing, though at times, his portrayal of the villain feels a bit one-dimensional, with limited exploration of his motives or backstory. The contrast between Radhe's good-hearted nature and Mickey's morally questionable actions creates the necessary tension, but the film could have done more to develop Mickey as a more complex villain. Supporting characters, including Kirti Kulhari and Rashmi Desai, provide necessary backup to the story, but their roles feel underdeveloped. While they contribute to the narrative, their characters lack sufficient depth to make a significant emotional impact. The film touches on their motivations but does not explore them in great detail, leaving them as peripheral players rather than integral parts of the story. The direction by Ashni Dur aims to blend satire and action, but the execution is somewhat uneven. While the first half of the film builds intrigue and suspense, the pacing falters in the second half. The narrative begins to feel predictable, and some of the comedic elements detract from the gravity of the story. The screenplay, co-written by Dur and Ritesh Shastri, introduces an engaging premise but fails to maintain the momentum, resulting in a film that feels disjointed at times. Visually, the film adopts a realistic style, with cinematography by M. Sukumar capturing the essence of Delhi's urban landscape. The settings, particularly the busy railway stations, help establish the grounded nature of the story. However, while the cinematography is functional, it does not significantly enhance the film's emotional tone or narrative. The background score complements the story but at times feels slightly intrusive. In conclusion, Hisaab Barabar offers an engaging premise with strong performances, particularly by R. Madhavan. However, the film falters in its execution, with inconsistent pacing and an underdeveloped antagonist. Despite its satirical tone and social commentary, it struggles to deliver a tightly woven, impactful narrative. The film may appeal to viewers interested in a light take on systemic corruption, but those looking for a more intense or nuanced thriller may find it lacking.